Hello. Let me know who's here if you can. And that blasted sun that comes through my window. I am so sorry. Let me know. I have my chair situated as high as I can to see if I can block it. Hi, Linda. Can you see okay? I purchased like a $300 blind and I'm so disappointed in it, and I think I'm going to contact them to see if they can do anything to help me out. It's supposed to be a sun filtering blind, but it is not doing anything to filter the sun. It's coming in as strong as what it was before I had a blind. Oh, you can see good? Good. Hi, Deborah. All I'm doing here is I'm cutting a couple of photo mats because my calendar must a few spots. You can see good. Yeah, I'm discouraged with the blind because I was waiting for it for a long time because of the sun situation and videos. And but anyway, I'm glad you can see. That's the main part. So I have my chair up because you see, there's the sun. And as lovely as, a few spots, as lovely as what the sun is, I really don't want it right now. So I'm just doing some photo mats for myself. And when I make photo mats, we'll get into the project in a minute, but I like thin paper. So I don't know where I got this paper from, but I seen that Heather had in, I think it was like 30 sheets or 60 sheets for envelopes. So I thought, I wonder if that's going to be nice and thin, and it is. So it's terrific. I have that set aside for when I do photo mats, because you don't want to add bulk. I'm giving my calendar away as a gift in December, so I'm just putting photo mats in. So I'm going to put this aside for now, and let's get into our calendar. So how many of you have a calendar? Like, did you purchase one of the Simple Stories calendar? I'll show you what the front looks like. It looks like this. And it says a full year of memories, 12-month calendar. It is a blank calendar, so you can really start your month anywhere you want. You're not stuck with starting it in January, but I did it because I want to work on it all year and then give it away as a gift. So we have the For the Record from Simple Stories paper line. That's what we're using. Again, you can use whatever paper line you'd like, but For the Record, it was designed to go with the calendar, so it has months and things like that. You'll see in a minute. So this was our January layout, and there's a little photo mat here that's like probably 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That was actually a piece of the ephemera. And then there's another photo mat here, and I'm careful for when I put things down. I make sure that if a photo has to go in, I make sure that I leave them tucked up. And this is like a pocket, and it has some tags that comes out. So that was cute. And if you remember from the first one, because the paper is thin, I decided to make kind of larger photo mats in black. So I pre-made those and I stitched around, and I left the string hanging just because I like the looks of that. And then I used a number stamp and filled it all in for January. And I pre-did, this is our blank slate for today for February, but I did go ahead and put in my dates, and I pulled out some Elizabeth Craft background stamps, and I picked some colors from my Distress oxides that match the paper line, and I just stamped some bits over there. So there's still lots of room to write in, like, you know, if someone wants to write in a special thing, they can write it in, but that will be the whole idea, is they'll put a picture and then they can write in. So I'm liking how this is coming. Does anybody have one? The last time I looked on Younique, I think there was 2 left of the album. So I'm going to put this aside because we're going to work on our black page and then I'll stick it down after. So I just want to get it out of my space. And I have it all together. Well, all the pieces together. So this is my black. This time the thread's over on this corner, which is fine. And then these are all the pieces, and I did post it so that if you are making along with me, you can pull them. So I'm going to use this piece, and it's double-sided, and you'll still have lots left over even when we're done. And then all these are little bits of ephemera that I pulled out. This is the February Be Mine. So on the For the Record kit, there's a sheet for kind of every month. There's a pop out or cut apart sheet that you can use, and so those are all the pieces from that. There's another one. They have this nice card with February, and then I just pulled out some extra bits. So making a record, check this out, this is me. So there's actually an opportunity for a photo mat there. And then there's this piece that we can use either side. And then this is the sticker sheet. So that I will take the February sticker. I think it's these ones that I started using for January. Yes, it is, because I got it gone. So January, right there. So for February, I'll put that on the calendar page as well. So I'll use these stickers for that. And any bits that I have left over in the end, I'll just put it in a little bag and give it to the recipient with a roll of, it's kind of cheap, double-sided tape. We can get here locally at, it's not the dollar store, but it's like a cheaper version. But it works fine for what she'd need it for. Make sense? So let's start on our layout. And of course I do not have a design in mind. We're going to do it Sherry style and we're going to wing it. Who likes winging it? I know that gives some of you heart palpitations, but I love winging it. And we may not use all these things because I want to make sure I get at least 2 photos per page. Now if I wanted to go a smaller photo, you might be able to get 3, and you can design yours for however you like. You can put it directly on the calendar and skip this part. My mat is 10 by 10 because I still wanted a nice border of the color showing behind the calendar. So I've been busy creating. I just posted a new class for this month, and it's with A Simple Story, Vintage Love Story, and it's really pretty. And so I told Heather what I recommended in the kit, but she actually put in more. So for those of you that are double page lovers, you'll definitely have enough to do a second page. But I did a single page, and I did 4 cards with my leftovers. Okay, let's just get right into this. This is pretty. So we can use this card, and lots of our embellishments have the orange into it, or this side. Because the calendar is, the background is kind of pink, and I didn't put a whole lot of I didn't put any orange colors. I stayed with pink, with the green, with the red, and some yellow. But I'm going to use the orange as an accent color only. This is pink, and the orange definitely goes nicely with pink. So I'll use it as the pop color. And for me, that just means that instead of having like a whole piece of it down, I'm just going to have bits of it. So I am going to cut this. My mat is 10 by 10, so I am going to start. I'll take the border off. Maybe I'll leave the border on right to here, and then that little orange part will show with it. Let's do that. So now we have a piece. If you want measurements, this piece is 7.5 by 6.5 because we kept the border. So that's going to be kind of my anchor piece. And then we still have some of the orange. I do have beside me a border punch. I'm using more and more of my border punches lately. I really like them. This is an old one. It's a set from American Crafts, but it's old. And how it works is this piece comes out. These little things pop out. And it came as a set of 6 different designs. But they never really stayed, and that's the thing with American Crafts, right? They come out with something good, and then they don't keep them. If Heather's looking or watching this, she can definitely have a look-see to see if she can get any, because they are fun. They come in a little case, but and they cut really good. But anyway, use what you have. If you don't have a border punch, you might have a die punch that you can, or a die that you can use to create a border. So I'm going to create a couple of borders with this orange, and I'm going to start with this one actually. And I like to try to get it center if I can, and how I do that is I position my border punch down where it's even, and then insert my page, and I try to balance it for how it's coming out on the side. And using the grid on the mat kind of as my ruler. And the only reason why I try to do that is so that the ends are the same. And they work just the same as the EK Success ones do, where that's the whole purpose of having that those end pieces so you can line them up. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Sometimes I mess up, and if I do, you know, we'll just... You actually have those punches, Heather? Yeah, they're old, like they're years old. But I specifically wanted a scallop one for the page we're doing, the Simple Vintage page later this month. So it was sitting out here on my desk from my creating yesterday. I took yesterday off from work just to craft and have fun. And these little pieces are actually really nice accent pieces too. So I never throw them out until the end because sometimes I stick them down. That I'm going to throw out though. So we have this one here. That's a nice scallop, and you see how the ends came out pretty much the same. And that's the only reason why I like trying to line it up even. If they didn't come out the same, no big deal. And I'm going to cut just a couple of pieces. So this is 4.5. Before I cut, I'm going to punch though, because it's easier to punch with a big piece than what it is with a small piece. And then I'll cut it. I just want it as a little bit of an accent somewhere else on my page. Whoops. And back the other way. There. I can't remember, I can't recall if they came out with like different sets where you can get different punches in a set. So I'm just going to cut this. It is 1/2. And I'm going to do one more just because I may not use it. But you know, if you've been watching me, I like doing things in threes. So when I say threes, it could be three colors, like the same colors. Could be three same shapes. It's just very pleasing to the eye when it's in threes. Or odd numbers. It doesn't have to be specifically 3. Could be 5. Yeah, punches seem to be kind of making a comeback. Put those up there for now. And then I'm going to cut another piece. That's 1/2. I'm telling you that sun is some hot on my back. I think the first piece must have been 3/4 of an inch because it's a little bit wider, but it doesn't matter just because I'm using it as an accent. Yeah, I'll have to figure something out. I feel bad for the sun. You haven't had them a long time? You got the cases with the punches in? Yeah, that's how mine are, but I've had them for many, many years. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this one down. I love the videos that Angela has been doing on the different products. Like she did one on the cutting edge, so all the different cutting tools. And then this week it was on the adhesives. I love it. So before I stick these down, I want to see where else I'm going to put stuff. So we have some yellow on this side. So everything's kind of double-sided as well, too. But I like that, making a record. And this is kind of where I get into layering. You had them for a long time. Check it out. I like this one. And we can do a little cluster. So I think that's what I do. I'm going to get my glue. So you need all kinds of adhesive. I use liquid, I use runners, pop dots. I'm just going to put some glue here. And then you see where there's 2 staples. I'm actually going to get my stapler and go right over those to make those faux staples real staples. And I do like this Tim Holtz stapler because it has a long reach. And then I'm going to put a little strip of glue down here. Put that one there. And then I think I will tuck my orange I'll tuck my orange on this side so it's really just here. So you can make what's called clusters. And a cluster is really just clustering up your embellishments. See, I like that. And you can do it like on different dimensions as well, but I think I'll be popping this whole thing up. So I like this very much. But before we get there, we have this yellow piece, but we also have this piece. And I'm just going to play with the placing. Deliver to the one I love. That's nice. So I'm just playing. Now, do you guys appreciate like watching me play for placement, or would you prefer that I have it all together and ready to go for when we go live? Because I really want to do this what's more beneficial to you. So I just have some of my placemats. So I definitely want room for a 4x6 just because I find that is the most common type of photo. And I like my February like that. Now I will pop up the February a little bit, or at least I won't put glue behind here. I'll glue this part down so that they have room to slide their photo in. It's on the back of this one. Oh, and I did have a scallop one that was part of the line. I'm wondering if I can even add that into there. Pop that one up maybe. And then we have this one. Like, I really like this here, so I'm going to cut that out, I think. Oh, you like to see the techniques or how my mind works? Trying to wiggle myself back in place here. Yeah, I really like this part. So if we're going to cover it all up anyway, and you know what? I treated myself to a pair of pinking scissors. We used to have the old ones, like, you know, the crafty ones. But I was on Amazon and I didn't have the crafty ones. So I just picked up a pair. They are fun. They're big though. I have tiny hands, so I find it a lot in my hands. What are you guys doing today? What's the weather like in your area? I always like to know what your weather is, because it seems like whatever you're experiencing today, we get to experience it in probably 2 days' time. So it's almost like a little forewarning for me. Oh, I do like that blue there. It's kind of like an aqua color. So I'm going to put a little bit of, and you don't have to like have a lot, it's just enough to tack it down. And then if you need to make it stronger, you can. So I like that. I like this though too, so I'm wondering, this is me. So a little photo mat could go on there. This is a 3x4, and this is actually a little bit tinier. Cut that off there. And you know, the receiver might decide to put larger photos, and they're okay with covering some of it up, and that's fine too. It's overcast, not too bad. So I'm actually going to make this one, it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to put that right there as my photo mat. And I do have a little stamp of camera that I'll stamp there, but I did order the ones that Heather was showing that they had in the store. Place photo here, and I ordered some of those photo mats too. I think that's fabulous. And I'm definitely going to pop this up, because if I want a photo there, then I want more opportunity here for another one. So let's get some foam tape for that. This would be a good spot for those sheets. I don't know if I have any. I was looking at those when Angela was demoing them, the foam sheets, and I was thinking, I think I have some, but I never dug them out. But this would be terrific for a foam sheet. So I'm not going to put any adhesive on this. Hi, Judy. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm glad you're on the recovery side though. Yeah, so I'm not putting any adhesive on the top. I pretty much decided that I'm going to put this photo mat down there, so we might as well stick that one down. And this one's going to pop up so that she'll still have room. I say she because I kind of know who I'm giving it to. We'll have room to slide photos under there. And then this one, I kind of wanted to overlap again a little bit of this one here. So I'm going to put this one up even higher than this. So I think I'm going to look down in my handy dandy chipboard scraps. Like if you have cereal boxes or anything like that, this is a good time to use those because you can create some dimension without spending all your foam tape. But I think we talked about it because I do use double-sided tape when I use chipboard. Thanks, I'm high risk but happy I survived it. Yeah, that's no laughing matter really. I think we're pretty nonchalant about COVID because we've been living with it now for going on 5 years. But people that have any kind of lung disease, it's pretty scary, you know. So I'm grateful that you're coming out on the other side unscathed. But it will take you a long time just to feel better. Even myself, when I had COVID, like I don't have a chronic lung issue, but I remember it took me a long time to feel better. You ordered these but haven't picked them up. You mean the calendar, Judy? Is that what you're referring to? I haven't looked in a while, but the last time I looked there was 2 left. I got some fantastic stuff coming out. I got a goodie box from Heather, like stuff that I ordered, and then inside was stuff that she wanted me to do some classes with, so that was exciting. I couldn't get to sleep, or I did fall asleep, but I woke up Thursday night. I was off Friday anyway, which was I was thankful for. But at 2 in the morning, I'm out here opening up my box to see what I got. And then, of course, I was too excited and I couldn't go back to sleep. But it's all good. Oh, you're doing the calendar series? Awesome, Judy. Well, this is taped, so you'll be able to catch up. Now, normally I wouldn't put more foam tape, but I did say I wanted it popped up even more. So I'm putting some foam tape, and I'm kind of wasting my double-sided tape because, you know, I'm too busy chit-chatting and not watching what I'm doing, because I was going to put foam tape. Now you could do a double layer of chipboard, and that would work out well. But you see the sticky stuff? So I don't want to now turn it over and put it up on my foam, because any kind of pressure is going to indent it and make it lopsided. So you take your powder tool And where it's sticky, just hang on, I'm just going to send this person a message. Where it's sticky, you just make it not sticky. So powder takes the stick off. So any place I don't want it to stick, it won't stick. Now we're going to take our tape off. And I don't want to put it over all the way, but just enough here that it kind of overlaps. And again, pictures can come under here and pictures can come under here. So that's great. Well, I'm liking that little cluster. Now you have two choices for, like, there's another awesome place here that you could put a picture. But I don't think I'm going to use this one. But we have cameras on the back we can use. Let's see what else we have here. My February I'm going to use. And I did cut out this one, Deliver to the One That I Love, on purpose. And you know, words don't have to be always this way. You can have words so that you can read them on the side. And I do like that, but I'm not going to stick it down yet. Oh, that would be nice because it's the letter, right? Deliver to the One I Love. Let me throw a few staples in here. And it can be crooked. And then of course you can always go into your stash and pull out some bling or brads or whatever else you want to put down on there. So Deliver to the One I Love. I like that. And I think I'm going to pop it up over here. And again, I'll leave it so that you can slide, you can still slide your photo in. And it actually is very striking when you have photos and you see enough of them to know what the photo is, but then you have stuff that's overlapping. It's really cute. Okay, let me put some foam tape down here. I'm just going to put it on the one side. Down just a little bit too low. Yeah, and there might be, like, if anybody's interested in doing this and Unique is sold out, just get Heather to have a look, because we're still fairly early enough in the year that she may be able to get a couple more from her distributor. I wouldn't say as time goes on that will be the case though. And again, the paper line, so the calendar, you buy the calendar, and then the paper line that I'm using with it is for the record. I like that, how that's coming together. Now we still have this one that we cut out, not that we have to use it. And actually, what I think I'll do is, I don't have orange on the calendar part of it, like, you know, the number part of it. So I think I'm going to keep this orange and put it on that part, just to draw some of that orange color down. Okay, so I'm going to put that up there so I don't forget that, and then use it. But we have the barcode. I always like looking on both sides because you never know what you're going to find. And I know I do have some yellow on the calendar part of it. seeing how much I can slide in. I kind of like that out there. Just don't overthink it. Hi, Deborah. Aw, thank you. You guys are always so kind. And really, you would not hurt my feelings if you're like, you know, Sherry, that's nice, but it's not my jam. I would rather do stuff that the mass of you like to do than doing stuff that's just for me. That I can do on my own time, right? Oh, look at that. That's the pinking that we cut. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Like I said, I don't throw away anything until the very end because all these little shapes and pieces can look adorable when you put them all together. So I know I want my February to go here. Let's put that down first. So I'm going to put glue on this part over. And I'm not going to try to put this on foam. You can, but it's going to be a lot of little foam pieces. I'm just going to stick this one right down. There. And tuck a heart in here like this, maybe. So I am going to use a little pop dot. Couple here. One there. Gotta have all the things, all the adhesive. And I think I told you guys before, that's my secret anxiety trigger is my adhesive drawer. I have to make sure, I don't know what I think is going to happen, that the world's going to stop making adhesive. But my drawer where I keep my extra stash for adhesive, it has to be full at all times. A little crazy I am. I'll put one heart there, and because I like threes, I'll put another one there, but I'm just going to lay this one flat. And we have a third one that we can pop up. It's coming together. So when you guys sit down to do your layouts, do you have a plan? Or do you do just like what I'm doing? You just sit and you start trimming and cutting and just start layering. Like when you have matchy-matchy paper, you can't go wrong. Do you have the dates planned for the other months? Not yet, Judy. I usually stick to Saturdays and Sundays. I try doing weekdays in the evening, but I tell you, I lose my mojo juice. Come 5 o'clock my time, which is only 4 your time, I have a hard time finding my words and concentrating. I just get really tired. I'm still working full time, so that's kind of my quitting time. And a lot of what I do is on computer, so I think that's why that my brain just kind of shuts off when I'm done with it. So it'll be on Saturdays and Sundays. Do you have a preference? Like I could certainly go through and pull some dates, but I never know what's going on at the store, so I don't want to compete with that. That's my only thing. I try to plan like for a month in advance. Now this month was a little bit late because my package just got here. But that's okay. We'll make it work. See, I am going to use some of these little cut off cutoff points. And you can get your tweezers out. It makes you more comfortable. But yeah, just a little cutoff squiggly there. I like that. Now what do we have left? We have this piece, but I already put some yellow, so I'm okay with the yellow. While we are out, rush, just kidding, slow down. Anything I don't use for this one, I put back in my bag, and it's there to pick from for the next month. I'm good with the orange. There's still this one. I like the little cameras. I think I'm going to just grab my circle punch and I'm going to just do a circle punch on that. All my tools just right beside me, so it's good. So this is just a 1 inch. Maybe I'll do a couple and decide which color I want. There's yellow. Maybe a green, because I know I have some green down on my other page, and I also have red. So there's red, 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 so kind of got the three going on. We have yellow and yellow, so we're good for the yellow. Yeah, let me know, Judy, if you're looking at a particular time. But most likely, 99% sure it'll be either Saturday or Sunday at some point in the month. And I tried to do it for the calendar. I tried to do it, well, you can probably plan, because it's, I tried to do it on the first Saturday or Sunday of the month for the calendar. So that kind of gives you advance notice, right? And I'm going to get a pop square. And I know that they have white ones and black ones. It doesn't really matter to me which color I use. And then we have this whole bunch of hearts. So we got 2 more cameras. One of them I'm going to keep for. And we got the Be Mine. You know, I think I'm good. I think I am good. Oh, why the heck not? I'll tuck it right in there. Be Mine. Just because we can. And February is the only month that the Be Mine phrase is really prominent, right? So what do you think? I like it. So that's our February. Where's my calendar? So I'll show you what it's going to look like, but I'm going to take this down. Remember I said I had no orange. So I'm going to take down this orange scallop. So I pulled some washi tape from my stash. And I'm going to put the orange right up top there. So that will draw some of that orange down. And my sticker for February, and there's still like stickers on this as well. Now I always put glue, extra glue on my stickers. I don't trust them. I don't know how you guys feel, but I just don't trust them. And I'm going to put my February sticker right there. And do we have anything else orangey that we still have? Some of these squigglies. We have our hearts that we can incorporate. So there's your 14. Maybe I'll glue my hearts right down there. There's no date there. And I'm going to take another one of these orange squigglies. and bring some orange down here. Doing this morning, like finding the different background prints. Let's see if I can focus in. Probably can't see it well with the sun. Those are from Elizabeth Craft, but it made me realize that I really should have all my background stamps. Right now my stamps are in bins and they're kind of organized according to company, but I think I'm going to reorganize them and put them into different categories. Like I'm going to try to put all my sentiments together, and it's sometimes hard because a lot of stamps have 1 or 2 sentiments on them, but it's going to be like strictly all the sentiments. But I think I'm going to put all my background stamps together, because when I'm doing stuff like this, I just want to be able to pull down that bin and use it and do some backgrounds. I'm not going to use my tag, so this is kind of what we have left. Little piece of yellow. We have this piece. Now I had another camera. I have a yellow camera and a red camera. I think I'm going to use the yellow one and put it down here and pop it up. And I want to be a little bit careful as to not to put too much pop-ups neither, like I know I did on that layout. But as the months go, this calendar is going to get quite thick. It's going to be beautiful at the end of the year. So this is kind of what we have left over. Not bad. So I'll just put that in our little stack of papers. And again, when I pull for March, January, February, March, I'll look through of all the extras and just pull down what I think I might want to use. Just going to put this back on, and then I'll show you what the layout looks like. So this is what it's going to look like. I really like that, and I like string. Like if you're doing any sewing, leave your string dangling for some. Like, you know, I just like it. And this I will stick down with double-sided tape because I want to make sure that it really blends. I don't think I'll be able to get the whole calendar in picture, but it would be nice if you could see what it looked like together. Maybe if I did it like this. So that will be there. And you don't always have to put it in the center neither. Like you can tuck it to one side some months or up here, and then you have more space to put more things. So it doesn't always have to be in the center. And I probably will purposefully put it to one side or the other, because if I try to get it center on each month, it's going to be slightly off, just naturally, because I can't see what the bottom one is. So I'd rather purposefully put it off than make it look like it was done in error. And then at the very end of all the months, then we might be able to come and take bits and pieces and fill in any blank space we want. So I like it. So I'll stick that down in a little bit. And that is it for today, friends. Look at that. Just under the hour. Unbelievable. I'm not one to usually keep on time. What are you going to do with the rest of your day? I have laundry to come out. And I just plan on doing, my husband and son actually went down to visit some family back in our hometown, which is almost 2 hours away. So they're gone for the day. And I just feel blessed to be home in the sunshine by myself, getting to craft and do some fun things. I'm just looking around my desk to see what else I can entice you. Anybody get their lovely hands on these newbies? As soon as those hit the line, Sherry was there. And to organize these, I have an idea. And if the idea pans out, I will definitely show it to you, because I think it's going to be cute if it pans out. Can't wait to find the video for the January layout. You can't seem to find. If you go under videos, so on the top, like in Facebook, you can go under photos. If you click on the photos, there should be, the video should be there. I'll find it, Deborah, and I'll tag you into it, okay? But all my videos, I try to put them underneath my name. And I try to keep the title the same. So if you search Facebook for 12-month memory calendar, hopefully it will pop up for you. But I will find it and tag you in it. Not a problem. Okay, folks, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. I can't wait to see if Ricky and Lucy are on tomorrow night, and she has another trip to the border, so that's always exciting. And we'll talk real soon. I can't wait to see your calendars. Make sure you post pictures. Talk soon. Bye-bye.